What is up, everybody? It is the Human Popsicle coming at you live from Dr. Rain's Pocket Dimension, because the Citadel is being cleaned due to a certain incident that we will not be discussing in full at the moment. Just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
That's in here real quick.
Huh? What'd you say?
What the fuck just happened? What? Did you guys just cut out?
No, I'm looking at our mics right now. Everything looks just fine.
Then start over.
All right. Hey, all right. Let me do the intro this time.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Don't.
Welcome back to the Celestial Citadel podcast, coming to you live from my pocket dimension.
Yes, we're doing it.
Yeah, newly renovated, better kitchen, better everything, basically.
It's better ingredients.
Do shit in Citadel anymore.
Yeah, mainly because it's being cleaned due to a specific incident that happened recently that we will not be going into because it's really gross.
Yeah.
A lot of slime though.
Ugh.
I didn't even know slime could be such a gray color. It is
Gray, blue, green,
It's like-
orange.
It's like a really boring version of Slimer. Just got bored and just binge ate.
It's
ate
like-
all this stuff.
it's-
no, yeah, actually, no. That is literally what happened though. It wasn't all that gross. It was pretty gross, but like, not like disturbing gross. It was just like, oh god, now we got to deal with this.
Yeah.
Say we weren't getting into this.
I mean,
Look, it's just Slimer, dude. What do you want?
I won't even say it's Slimer. It's just, like, have you ever seen that old school movie, The Blob? That's basically, it's like if The Blob just went absolute ape shit and just started ramming its body all over the goddamn fucking, like, jeez. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
It's like if The Blob just started ramming itself into everything. And it's really, really annoying. Like, super fucking annoying. But honestly, if not for today's topic, I probably wouldn't even mind it. So yeah. Rain, this is your idea. Mind telling us exactly what today's topic is going to be about?
All right, so the topic of today's episode is most grotesque things we've done and or seen as a superhero. Definition of such varies.
Yes, of course, because we've done a lot. We've been through a lot of gross stuff in our time as superheroes.
In my case, it's grossly disturbing.
Yeah, and and the detective, since you're, a detective, I'm sure you've definitely dealt with stuff. I think I'll probably have the least to say when it comes to gross things, now that I think about it. Because, I mean,
I got a few, but like, I don't want to tell something so disturbing that it's gonna get us canned.
I don't think that's possible, considering we're in a universe with fucking superheroes and, I don't know, some of the sidekicks, as they prefer to be called instead of interns. Some of the sidekicks have said worse things on the internet. I don't know why they prefer to be called sidekicks.
Have you seen?
I got a gross story, not a disturbing one. That's what I mean.
I mean, gross, disturbing. Does it really matter anymore?
I mean, have you seen Instagram lately?
Kinda.
Become Freakgram.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
All right. Well. I guess since my stories are probably not gonna be anywhere near as interesting, I guess I could go first to, ease the audience in to what we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah, Pops, sweeten the mood.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Let's start off with very obvious and pretty straightforward story. This one might not be too disgusting, but there was this one time I ended up having to go up against. Sorry for yawning. Excuse me for yawning. I've been real tired recently.
You're good.
But anyway, there was this one time when I was going up against a supervillain by the name of the literally this dude called himself the Living Bull, and honestly, I don't even know where he got the name from, because considering how he fought, I'd say that's a load of bullshit. But literally, the dude literally just overpowered people. Not like that. Jeez, get your mind out of the shitter, okay? But anyway,
It's Randy.
Anyway, when it comes down to it, dude was just, honestly, he was just not like, he was like a really terrible fighter. Like, dude was like the definition of, I'm just gonna overpower people. I don't care if I actually get a hit in. I'm just gonna overpower you. That's all I'm gonna fucking do. Which made it very easy to fight him. But it also made it very easy for this motherfucker to pull cheap-ass moves and cheap-ass fighting tactics. Like, you've seen people do some cheap shit and stuff like MMA before, right? That's what this motherfucker would do.
Yeah.
And eventually, this asshole ended up picking me up by my legs and then proceeded to throw me into a dumpster filled with old food and garbage. I'm talking like fucking dumpster juice everywhere, maggots like crawling through bagels.
Oh, now that you mentioned dumpster juice.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, dude, what are we? What are we? A cartoon from Nickelodeon in 2004?
This is Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
No, not Tom and Jerry. What was the name of that one cartoon about the brother and sisters who were like ghost hunters, but they dealt with like a lot of really gross shit too?
Grossology?
I think it was like done by the same guys. Grossology, yeah, they were made by the same guys who made 16, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a Nickelodeon cartoon. Like, I did not know that was a Nickelodeon cartoon. But yeah, that was like one of my first real gross experiences when it came to doing superhero work. And it took me forever to clean my goddamn suit. It smelled like fucking dumpster juice for like 6 different fucking washes. I'm just gonna put that out there. Took 6 washes and a lot of fabric softener to get that smell out.
Oh man, you washed it so much the blue turned light.
Yeah, that is actually the reason why my suit is a lighter blue. Because originally I used to wear purple. Like, I used to wear purple because it's like a color of royalty. My suit is no longer purple. It became a much lighter blue because of how many times I washed it after that one fucked up experience. All right, done. All right.
Detective. Want to tell us the story?
You should go next, Ryan. You should go next, Doctor.
Alright, fine. Yeah, as the God Killer, I dealt with many gross experiences. But none of which were grossly disturbing like this one. I once had to kill a god after it had created tons of hamsters out of sand and proceeded to fuck them to death.
What?
Ugh.
This one was really into hamsters for some reason, with the occasional ferret and rat.
Was this guy an animal too?
Nope. Full on humanoid.
Gross.
Humanoid god.
That is disgusting and disturbing.
Yeah, there were
That is
piles.
disturbing.
There were piles of hamsters leaking jizz.
Okay.
There was jizz leaking out.
Okay, you can stop now. Someone mute him, please.
Yeah, because I don't know if we can put that in the podcast. I'm gonna have to edit that out. I feel like that's a little too disturbing.
I'll dial it back a bit. Fast forward a few minutes later, I kill him, and I'm just shoveling piles of corpses into an incinerator.
Okay, hold on. Let me actually pause the podcast real quick.
Alright. As the God Killer, I dealt with many grossly disturbing experiences. Yeah, I had to kill this one god. Yeah, after it had gone and collected about 80 capybaras and proceeded to somehow eat them from the inside out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Why would you want to do that to a capybara, dude?
Yeah, they're just chill as hell. When a bunch of white people tried to fucking take over their home, they literally just said, I bet, and just kept chilling there.
Yeah. Yeah, worst part is there would be nothing left. Yeah, except for the outside of the capybara.
Jesus Christ.
No bones either. No bones.
He would eat the bones?
Ate the bones?
Yeah, this god ate the bones.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, this god left nothing wasted. Except for the fur and leather and whatever. But it was a lot of work afterwards. So yeah, after I had killed that god, I must have been shoveling about shovelfuls of capybara skin into an incinerator. I was shoveling them like I was shoveling coals into a train engine.
God damn.
There were so many of them, and yeah, it is still heavily disturbing. I'm still disturbed by it.
I can't even imagine wanting to do that to a I can't even imagine wanting to do that sort of level of cruelty to a capybara.
I mean, gods are pretty fucked up.
Yeah, they're just so chill though.
Yeah, they're like big ass hamsters. You know, actually, I think they are just big ass hamsters.
Yeah, they're big ass hamsters and they don't give a fuck.
Okay, I pull up.
Yeah.
You know why that's the case?
Yeah. Why?
Because they mainly had because in the wild, capybaras don't really have any actual predators, so they don't have like a fight or flight instinct.
Oh, so I could just walk up to a capybara and pet it?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, like if you ran at it, they'd probably run back. It's like, oh, dude, why the fuck are you running at me? But like, if you could approach one, they'll just look at you and be like, okay.
Jeez. Yeah, but like that is like really fucked up that he would just. Jesus Christ! Like it really is fucked up that this guy would just eat capybaras. Like, was he eating them? Like, did he cook them at least?
Nope, ate them raw.
Jesus Christ!
I guess I'm guessing if all that's left is the fur and the leather. There's no time to really cook the capybara.
Ugh. Jesus Christ. Alright, well. That was pretty fucking disturbing. Not gonna lie.
Now that just makes me sad, dude.
Yeah, that's depressing. Jesus Christ, and that's only the first story.
Yeah. I remember even complaining to Michael afterwards. This was sometime after we stopped working together.
I can see why he stopped working with you. You're telling him about fucking capybaras getting ate. I wouldn't want to work with you either.
Yeah.
Ugh. Alright, well. Jesus Christ. Detective, I mean, do you have any...
I don't
have anything that will top that, but I do have something that's pretty gross.
Okay.
And it was the first time I ever encountered a ghost.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is before my... Yeah, actually, very similar to that. This is before I even became a superhero. Right. So back when the detective was just a little itty bitty detective, Papa Detective and Mama Detective took me out on vacation to go see my aunts who lived in who lived in New Jersey. Specify they were not. My aunt was a lesbian. She had a wife.
Oh, okay.
It's my maternal aunt, I think. She was awesome. They were awesome. They always gave me candy.
That's the main thing that makes aunts and uncles awesome. They always give you gifts or candy or something.
Fuck yeah. They also had like a kid from their prior marriage. Like my aunt's wife had a kid from a prior marriage, and I got along with them pretty fine. But that's not what the story's about. Anyways, so the thing is though is that their house was actually flooded, and they had to like get like a bunch of repairs. So we didn't stay at their house for like the couple of weeks that we were out there. Instead, we went to this old hotel. I don't know if it's still around though. I'm gonna have to check on that later. But like, it was pretty old. It was pretty big, and it was like situated over on a hilltop. Now, there was like a plaque like on the in the main lobby that was like detailing the history of the place, like the guy who founded it. And supposedly, and like at the time I thought this was for like tourist trap, like this is a tourist trap thing. It said that the place was haunted, and there was like even a gift shop about that, like ghost sand and slime and little Zyklon B canisters and stuff like that. It was, like regular stuff that like they'll sell you in order to try to convince you that this stuff's real. And like I didn't believe a word of it, but that night I couldn't sleep, so I went wandering around. I snatched the key to the apartment, to the room from my mom's purse, and I just went wandering around the hotel. I saw an old lady out there, and like she was staring out a window. But like the thing is, like she had some weird glow about her. Now keep in mind it was a full moon that night, so like when I first saw it, I rightfully assumed that it was just like, moonlight just like going through the window, like going over this lady. And she was wearing like a white nightgown, so I'm guessing like it made her look brighter, but obviously no, that wasn't a person.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I walked by her, and like I looked back, and like her head had spun a complete 90 degrees backwards. Yes, and she was staring at me with like this wide open expression. I was about to start screaming. Then her mouth opened, and like I got hit with a torrent of red slime.
Jesus Christ.
It got everywhere, in every crack.
Okay, don't start quoting the shitty Ghostbusters movie.
That is the only thing I'll say was actually funny about it. That was the only funny.
You know what? What's really funny to me about that film is that they thought they were getting a fucking sequel.
Anyways,
Go reference.
So yeah, I got slimed basically, and it's like I was like, it was like the force of the torrent was so freaking powerful it actually knocked me over, and I just kind of laid there for a minute. Actually no, it was more like a couple hours. Like it was nearly daytime by the time someone came around and saw me. The janitor came by. He was a pretty nice guy. He helped me get cleaned up, and he explained that like the place actually was haunted by the ghost of the mother of the original founder.
You didn't tell me this place was haunted?
Why is she I mean, they did, but like not in this way.
I know. I just wanted to make a South Park joke.
Okay, but like the thing is, like they don't know why she's hostile towards guests though. Because like from all the records that they had, she seemed like a pretty nice lady. So I have no idea why she just decided to throw up like red Nickelodeon gack all over me.
Yeah. It's gack.
But yeah. Eventually, like one of my first cases that I actually picked up when I did become a superhero was that I did go to investigate the place. Turns out there is some weird artifacts being kept in the basement that like it was like it looked similar to limestone, but its mineral composition apparently wasn't like anything we've seen on Earth. It was from space, and supposedly the mother had this in her possession before she died, and it was causing her to act erratically before she died. So
Think if
I removed it, and I removed this thing, and it ceased all activity. The ghost just stopped appearing, and I think that's when they started losing business because they couldn't rely on ghost sightings anymore.
Yeah.
So it's technically my fault that place got taken down.
Oh, well, congratulations. Another white man ruins a small business.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure, you know, I'm pretty sure it was for like it was, you know, for the greater good, because the last thing you want is to be attacked while you're trying to enjoy a nice vacation. I know for a fact I wouldn't want to get Nickelodeon gack covered all over me, or unless I was in the splash zone or something, but still. So now that I think about it,
Yeah.
would the Venom symbiotes technically also be Nickelodeon gack?
Maybe.
No, they'd be black putty.
All right.
Like what kind of putty? Civic
Actually,
putty?
wait, no. They're not.
Play-Doh?
No, they're not slime. They're not slime. They're like sentient tar.
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, not. But like, would they be? You know, these are a lot of questions, which actually leads me to my next disturbing story. So, because I'm a street level guy, I often fight a lot of individuals with, like, I often fight a lot of motherfuckers with mechanical shit, you know, just a fuck ton of different, like, robotic arms, robotic limbs. Some motherfuckers just straight up have flamethrowers, you know, stuff like that. And I'm gonna be real with you. The most annoying thing I have ever had to put up with when it comes to dealing with, like, just any type of fucking supervillain is when they don't know how to maintain robots. Like, I've complained about how boring fighting robots can get, because usually the people only program and build the robot to do one thing, which, as I've said before, stupid as shit. You have a robot, a versatile machine that should be able to do more than just stand and shoot. Alright, if you wanted something that just stood and shot at me, get a fucking turret and set it on automatic. That's what you do. You don't build a whole ass robot for that. But I'm not about to get into that rant again. I've ranted about it way too many goddamn times, especially after, you know, Dr. Rain hands me a few doers and sodas. But, I don't know how.
Kitchen is down the hall to the right.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be stealing at least a good chunk of your LaCroix before I get the hell out of here. But that's besides the point. Main point. Also, by the way, why the fuck do you just have 17 boxes of LaCroix untouched? Every time I've come in here, I've seen those. Yes, I've seen LaCroix, like like, go next to your fridge. There are just boxes of LaCroix completely untouched.
Must have been a gift from those from the robots then.
Oh man, I've been drinking a lot of them. I hope I don't get poisoned or something.
I was not aware of the LaCroix.
Like the last 3 times we've been in this pocket dimension, I go into your kitchen, I go right beside your fridge, and there's just a fuck ton of LaCroix. It's good too. It doesn't taste like normal LaCroix. Like, if I go to the store and buy a case of LaCroix, like, I doubt that it's, like, it does not taste anywhere near as sweet and as delicious as the LaCroix you have. I don't know, maybe it's some magical shit, but back on topic. So basically what ends up happening is I proceed to, I basically, like, was going, like, this was one of the first times I ever had to fight a giant robot. It wasn't that big. It was, you know, like, it was around, like, the size of, I'd say, maybe a 3-story building or so. Obviously, we've all at least seen bigger at one point in time. But this big bitch, like, I ended up just realizing that I couldn't penetrate the outside of it, so I had to find a way to sneak inside of it, which eventually I did. I snuck inside of that fucking robotic menace, and I decided that the smartest decision would be to just start freezing, like, the joints from the inside and fucking up all the pipes inside of it as well. Yeah, it's how you do it, but, I ended up doing something really stupid.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I accidentally cut open a pipe that was just the exhaust. And I got a fuck ton of hot, like, exhaust air. Like, if you've ever seen the exhaust from a car, yeah, imagine that, but, like, 3 times as hot and filled with just, like, a fuck ton of aerial gunk. And it just blasted me right in the fucking face. And, like, I mean, I'm already a black man, but, I mean, I straight up looked like I was doing blackface. That's how dark it was. And what's even worse is that, I don't know, like, when I finally, like, broke open the robot, there was tar and oil leaking everywhere. It didn't take as much to clean as the last thing, but this one was just, like, it was terrifying. I feel like the only reason I didn't get permanent burn scars was simply because...
Hold on.
Yeah?
Hold on. I need to know, what this looks like.
Just look up, like, have you never seen what exhaust...
No. Did it make you look like this? Like Drake's blackface scandal from years ago.
Oh God, no.
Minus the red lips, yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, I am so sorry.
You look like a cartoon character who got a bomb exploded in their face.
Exactly. Like, in an old Tom and Jerry skit, when Jerry, like, forces Tom to hold a stick of dynamite, yeah, that's what I basically look like.
Yep, and I just took that out of the group chat.
Yeah, I
don't want to see the sus man.
Yeah, like, I absolutely got, like, I looked awful. It took forever to wash that out of my skin, too. I think the only reason I didn't get permanent burn scars was because, if you guys don't know, my body is, like, naturally way colder than most other people's. I don't fully know how it works, but, like, I can withstand incredible amounts of heat, but when it reaches a certain degrees, my body just cannot fucking take it to any extent whatsoever. And I just start, like, heating up, and my ice powers just refuse to work. But I can withstand certain amounts of heat to some extent. I don't fully know how it works, but it works, and I gotta figure out the science behind it, because if I don't, then it's gonna drive me up a goddamn wall the more I think about it. But yeah, shit is not fun when I think about this. Shit is just not. It's just not fun. At least it didn't take too long to clean out of my clothes. 2 washes in total. On delicate. With a lot of bleach.
Yeah, so after last week's episode, I went and met Florida Man.
Oh, let me guess.
God.
I'm pretty sure he did something disgusting, didn't he?
No, he didn't do anything disgusting. Though he did think I was there for him. So he tried to reality warp his way away from me. But little did he know, I have reality warping countering abilities. How do you think I'm able? How do you think I'm able to go up against so many gods? Because a lot of them.
Because you're broken as shit.
Yeah, because I'm a multiversal level being.
Yeah, we know. You're Doctor Strange if you had Batman's brain.
Pretty much. No, you're Doctor Strange if you had Batman's autism.
Yeah. After chasing around Florida Man, trying to get him to realize, hey, I'm not here to fuck you up. I just want drinks. So yeah. Anyways, Florida Man and I are friends now.
Nice.
Awesome.
And we went out for drinks.
Do you have any other gross stories? Because, you know, I did say we should at least have a minimum of 2 stories per episode from now on, so we can actually make these episodes last a little bit.
I got one extra.
Yeah,
It's another gross story.
yeah.
It's a little less gross than the last one, though.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the capybara story is is my most disgusting one.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be your most disgusting. It could just be like a gross experience you've had. You know?
I mean, the capybara story was a gross experience.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm like saying I'm sure you've had many other disgusting experiences dealing with gods. I mean, these are gods we're talking about. I mean, I had to deal with a demigod at one point, and it was not pleasant. I'm sure you've dealt with at least a ton of disgusting situations. Like, have you walked in on a god naked or like taken a crap or some shit like that? Like, literally, just as long as you can tell a decent story out of it.
Yes and yes.
Ugh. That is gross as fuck.
Yeah, I walked in on gods doing plenty of nasty things.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the stuff that you might as well go on a certain website to find.
Gross.
But man, I walked in on gods doing plenty of things.
Ugh.
There's this one god I walked in on. Yeah, and he was tending to his plants.
Oh.
Tending to his plants. So yeah, I'll leave that up to you.
I'm guessing that means something a lot grosser than I have. I am way too innocent to know what that means.
Same. Like, genuinely
Good.
same.
Good. Very good.
So Rain, not Rain, Detective, you said you had an extra story?
Yeah, man. What's the extra story?
Yes. The extra story was a long ass time ago. Shortly after I did become detective, that's what I did. It was after what I did in the at that hotel. It was after that place got shut down.
Oh damn.
All right, so I don't really know how to actually it happened by so fast. So I'll just it's gonna be a very brief description. I was in Springfield. I was taking a break from my job for a little bit. I had a book in my hands. I was reading it, and I walked headfirst into traffic. I got hit by a car, rolled over the rolled over the roof, and I was comatose for a couple weeks because of that. And while I was there, I swear I straight up time traveled back to the Battle of Gettysburg.
What type of backroom shit is this?
Yeah, this
I have
sounds
no
hella
idea.
weird.
And the thing is, I can actually prove it. Because
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
woke up from this, I had a fucking musket ball in my pocket.
Yeah,
Really?
and that must be all with you.
No, it's back in my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, most wars are pretty fucking terrifying now that I think about it, and gross. So yeah, I guess that would count as a gross experience.
I saw a guy with gangrene get his arm chopped off.
Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
There was a lot of amputation back in the day, wasn't there?
He doesn't even know how to use fucking medicine.
Man. Yeah, as someone who is old enough to have served in both world wars. Yeah, I can confirm everything.
And all the other ones
There was a
too.
lot. Yeah, World War One, World War Two, Korea.
Korea? Which Korea?
Yeah, Korea. The Korean War.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. You fought in a lot. Wait, hold on a second. You fought in a lot of wars. Like, and you don't have any other gross stories you could talk about?
Trauma.
I'm just confirming the detective's sightings. There was a ton of amputations, especially from back here during the wildest of the Wild West. It's whenever someone's forearm got shot, you had to cut that shit off.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, what are you in for today?
It's like Magic Treehouse.
Ah. Hey, Billy, what are you in for today? Oh, I got this splinter. Well, gonna have to amputate. Hey, Susie, what happened? Oh, it's nothing. It's just that my chest is hurting. Gonna have to take off them titties.
Oh, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
There's a Japanese Magic Treehouse film.
Oh, damn.
Well, looks like we got something to watch later.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, but, alright. I guess I could end it off with one more story about something I went through that was pretty gross. So...
I could end it off with some pocket dimension more.
Yeah, sure. So there was this one time where I personally had to deal with a very disturbing individual, and I think this was one of the first time I actually had to deal with the female villain.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Now this woman had a very weird obsession with being maternal, I think is the best word I can use for this, because
oh no,
it's okay. It's not as gross as you think it's gonna be. Basically,
I know exactly where this is going.
It's not as gross as you think it's gonna be. Basically, she was the type of person who could and would go like absolute ape shit when it came to like having maternal ideas towards the hero she fought. She was obsessed with the idea of trying to get heroes. She was.
Don't tell me she's Diddler.
No, she's not. No,
she's not.
She would only fight like adult superheroes, and I didn't like.
No, I'm talking about the other kind of Diddler.
Oh no. So basically, what ended up happening is she would spend basically a lot of time studying superheroes, specifically corrupt superheroes, and would more or less kidnap them and brainwash them into believing that she was their mother for the most part. That's like the best way I could sort of describe it. And the thing that made it kind of gross is the fact that she would dress them up as just big ass babies, and the hypnotism would take forever to break. Like it literally, there was a hero that I remember I used to work with who ended up getting kidnapped by her, and well, when I found out why, I understood. Dude was a piece of shit, corrupt asshole. But basically, because of what she had done to him, she kind of sort of made things a lot worse for him mentally, and mentally fucked him up so badly that he basically did believe for like the longest time that she was his actual mom. So I guess it's more like a mental gross thing, not necessarily like a physically gross thing. Like, I did have a few physical reactions when I saw all those grown men and women dressed up like big-ass babies, but, like, it was terrifying. In fact, I think that's the main... What the fuck? Oh, my phone just went off. I think that's the main reason why, when I was watching the new Batman Cape Crusader show, I almost had to shut off the Harley Quinn episode, because there was a character in there, because that version of Harley Quinn actually does something similar to like a bunch of corrupt officials and politicians in Gotham. which is actually pretty
Oh.
damn cool. I actually like that version of Harley Quinn. I want more versions of Harley Quinn that is like her own villain. I'd love to see that, but for the most part, that kind of got to me because it reminded me of that scenario. It's a good thing therapy is free for superheroes.
Yeah. Free mental health care.
We need more of that, especially for dudes. Like, free mental health care for dudes is like... Can you believe that there was a time where people actually tried protesting free mental health care for men? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And
I just think in general we just need socialized healthcare.
yeah, like obviously, but I will never get like that whole movement that started back in the day where people were like, we can't give men free therapy. It supports the patriarchy or some dumb shit like that.
So on one hand, we got people who don't understand what feminism is, thinking that if we have men get mental help so they don't act like total assholes towards women, that somehow supports patriarchy. And then we also have patriarchy pushing back, acting like, no, we need our men to be emotionally repressed. How else are they gonna beat their wives?
Exactly. It's like, it's a double-edged sword. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, and people don't fucking know what the shit they're talking about. Exactly. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like the 5 people on Tumblr who have no idea what actual feminism is.
Except instead of
People
it
are learning, though. Thank you.
Yeah, except instead of it being 5 people, it's like 5 million, and they're the loudest of their groups, which doesn't make any sense.
Patriarchy doesn't like it when men are able to think for themselves and not, be assholes to women in general. So, thanks.
All right, so Rain, you said you had some lore for the pocket dimension. What lore do you have for this pocket dimension? And I hope it's not disturbing, because if it is, we're definitely recording the next episode in the Citadel.
Don't worry, it's nothing disturbing. Yeah, I had this place renovated. I had all my trophies moved outside. It's in a shed now. So this pocket dimension has a time dilator. Did you guys know that?
No, we did not.
Yeah. So 1 minute in the real world is equivalent to 1 hour in here.
Huh. Did you turn that time dilator on before we recorded?
The time dilator is on constantly.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just part of the pocket dimension.
Huh.
And the best part, I'm not going to tell you where it is. There's a time machine in here.
Cool.
And since this place exists outside of space and time, you can go into the future, grab something, bring it back here, and not have it to affect any sort of space continuity, and not have any sort of time tears or anything like that. Yeah, like that game console behind the detective there. That is the PlayStation 7.
The PlayStation 7.
That is the PlayStation 7.
We are never releasing this to the public.
I mean, it will eventually get released to the public.
Up to Final
you won't be seeing that until 2035.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, we will. Wait, hold on. What's this game? Hold on a sec. What's this game right? Holy shit! Kingdom Hearts finally.
27.
Huh? It's Final Fantasy 27.
No, dude, that's not Kingdom Hearts. No, it's Final Fantasy 27.
So, I guess they just kind of ran out of ideas and made the main character look like Sora, didn't they? I mean, besides the big shoes, this character...
Back cover. No, the front.
On the front, like, yeah, it's got a different character, but this guy just kind of looks like a twinkier version of Riku. But, like, on the back cover, if you look at it, this guy, like, besides the big shoes, this guy just kind of looks like Sora. Oh, here's... Holy shit, Kingdom Hearts finally gets Star Wars and Treasure Planet in the same fucking game? Can't believe it took to the PlayStation 7.
Yeah, you guys are going to love the future.
I mean...
And by the way, that version of Kingdom Hearts came out on the PlayStation 6 first.
Oh, so this is a re-release. Wait, this is a
Yeah,
fucking
it's
collection. Holy shit.
Port, actually.
What? Well, no, yeah, it's a
No,
port.
I mean like.
I mean, yeah, it's
Oh
a
my God.
port, but like, look at this. It's like a collection. It's literally, it's a collection of all the Kingdom Hearts games, and all of them are like perfectly remastered. Like, Jesus Christ, Kingdom Hearts 1 has never looked this good before. Did they just remake Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and like all the games with PlayStation 2 graphics with the Unreal Engine or something? Like, jeez, this looks beautiful.
Yeah, not gonna lie to
But dude,
you,
you're missing out.
I have no
Dude,
idea.
you're missing out on the most important thing. Jesus fucking Christ! Can I goddamn talk, please?
Sorry.
Thank you. It's like I'm more concerned about this copy of Final Fantasy 27. It's dated on the back as being released on June 17th in 2027. We're currently at 16 right now, though.
Huh.
What kind of crunch time was used in order to make this?
No idea.
Well, I hope the game
I first
developers
saw-
are paid properly.
I'm surprised that they actually still went with this. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
so
best
surprised they
part-
actually made this
yeah.
though, because this was.
And next to the PlayStation 7,
I'm
is the
going to
PlayStation
actually scream.
6, which is backwards compatible.
I'm actually going to
with
fucking scream.
PS5,
Hey, let
4,
let the
3,
detective
2,
finish talking. Jeez. Let the detective finish talking.
All right.
I'm surprised that it is like they actually decided to stick with the concept here, because this was originally a joke in Deus Ex Human Revolution. Game takes place in 2027. It's the 27th Final Fantasy. It's just a background gag as a poster in somebody's room. But no, they went and did it.
And the best part is,
It only took them.
the best part
What?
is, what's next to the PlayStation 7 is the PlayStation 6.
Yeah, we
It's
noticed
backwards
that.
compatible with
This-
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
It took them long enough.
Yeah,
It looks like
yeah,
it's-
and I hacked the shit out
It's a
of it.
sphere too.
It's spherical.
Yeah, I hacked the shit.
It's a
out of it,
sphere.
by the way.
Actually,
I
I don't
made
even
it
think
so
this is
that
the original
thing
chassis. I think that
Yeah, I hacked the shit out of that thing and made it so it can back up all of my PlayStation library.
you also swapped out the chassis with a fucking sphere.
I don't know why it's a
But
sphere.
this thing was
I ordered a cube.
Yeah, well, because you ordered a cube. We modified the fuck out. You were probably drunk. We swapped out the internals and put it inside, like that one spherical radio from 2003, so that we could reference the game sphere from that one episode of Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh. The good old days.
Yeah.
I need to find a way in order to watch the whole series again, man.
It was a
and
good
Josh is
series.
pretty good.
Yeah, Drake and Josh and the OG iCarly.
Yeah. And once you guys leave this pocket dimension,
Yeah, where's it
you would,
streamed?
you would only be gone for a few minutes.
I mean, you could probably find it somewhere online, but I don't think it's on any
It's on
streaming
Netflix.
service. Oh, it's on. All right, shit.
It's on Netflix.
Well, shit. Let's boot up Sly Cooper 5 and watch it.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, let's
I'm
boot.
watching this shit.
Well,
Fuck yeah!
Let's boot
Well,
up
good
Sly
thing
Cooper
you're-
5. Which,
well, good thing you're in my pocket dimension. Let's party.
wait, what
But
the?
beforehand, thank you guys for watching this. It's been quite the experience. I'm having a little bit of PTSD from this.
Yeah,
So, anyways, thank you for watching.
yeah.
And good night.
This Carmelita redesign looks kind of weird though. Like, look at this. Like, I mean,
yeah, it does.
like Jesus Christ. Like, I understand that
Pops
in,
in the episode.
huh? Oh, okay.
Pops
Well,
in the end of the episode.
okay. Well, God forbid I want to
Shut the
keep.
fuck up.
Like, could you, like, seriously, like, could I try and say one funny thing to end it off? Jeez. We do this all the time. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.